The breath before fire. There are stories that begin with words, and there are others, the kind that start in the dirt, where memory breathes through roots and grief grows leaves again. Before any scripture, before any sky, there was a heartbeat in the dark, calling itself becoming. They say the fifth element is spirit, but I have come to believe it's the space where spirit and matter remember they were never separate. This is where the story begins, not in heaven, not in hell, but right here, where a single spark meets the oldest tree still standing, and everything that was lost learns how to burn itself free. Before the beginning, there was breathing, a hum beneath the bark, older than creation's first argument, where roots whispered to embers, "Wait, your time will come." Light was born from loneliness, stretching through the dark like a question, and earth answered by dreaming herself into trees. Every seed was a memory buried alive, an ancestor hiding inside tomorrow disguised as possibility. The first fire was not punishment, it was recognition, the sky remembering the taste of its own hunger. From that hunger came movement, from movement came song, from song came us, carriers of both smoke and soil. My people learned early that silence has a temperature. When the missionaries came with their cold light, we fed the fire stories until it remembered our names. They built churches on our burial grounds and called it mercy. But the trees kept growing anyway, their roots curling around the bones of truth. I was born from that defiance, a spark raised by shadows, learning that resistance can look a lot like photosynthesis. They tried to flatten the forest into scripture, but the flames spoke a different gospel. Only what is false will burn. When they called me heathen, the wind laughed, for even ashes rise when the breath of the ancestors moves through them. I stopped asking forgiveness for being the proof that life survives pruning. Every scar I carry is a hymn to the fire that refused to forget me. Some nights I hear my father's voice in the crackle of cedar, not speaking, just breathing beside the blaze. He reminds me that light is not the opposite of dark. It's what darkness gives birth to when it trusts its own pain. I kneel at the stump of what was taken, press my palm to its rings, and the earth begins to hum again. Grief is not gone, it's photosynthesizing. The stars overhead are just old fires that refused extinction. Maybe that's what love really is. Memory still glowing long after the match is gone. I carry his silence in my chest, a slow thunder wrapped in breath, each inhale a promise, each exhale proof of return. When I doubt, I dig. When I dig, I find bones. When I find bones, I find story. And every story ends with light. The world calls that magic. I call it remembering correctly. Because truth was never something we learned. It was something that survived our forgetting. Fire teaches by subtraction. It strips away what pretends to matter until only pulse remains. And in that pulse I hear the ancestors murmuring, "You are the breath between the strike and the flame." I understand now. Being chosen by fire is not a curse. It is a covenant with becoming. Ashes are only the earth's way of clearing her throat. I plant my torch there, not as rebellion, but as reunion. The tree and the flame bow toward each other, each carrying the same heartbeat in a different language. And when the last ember cools, I will still be there, root and smoke, flesh and echo, the living proof that burning can be holy if you rise through it singing. The covenant of fire. When the world quiets and the last ember sighs into the soil, I will still be here, not as the man who burned, but as the one who remembered why. fire was never meant to destroy us. It was meant to strip us clean of what we mistook for power, to remind us that truth doesn't beg to be believed. It just keeps breathing through those who refuse to forget. The tree and the flame are not opposites. They are ancestors of the same light, speaking through bark and smoke, through memory and marrow, through everything we've survived. So when the wind returns and the next storm gathers, I will rise again, not to fight it, but to meet it, as covenant, as song, as proof that even fire sends its smoke to speak with the sky. I don't ask because it's easy. I ask because I believe these words matter. Every story here, every frame, every line, every voice takes hours of life, love, and breath. I pour it in because I still believe art can move the needle and truth can outlast the noise. If these stories have lit something in you, help me keep the flame alive. Like it, share it, speak it forward, and if you can, help fuel the next fire. Patreon, patreon.com, Changing Winds Podcast. Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Changing Winds Podcast. Cash App, Changing Winds Podcast. Venmo, at Changing Winds Podcast. Every spark matters. Every hand that reaches keeps the light alive. One planet, one family, one home.